This union of Hungama, Intel Insider and FICCI Frames should be a wonderful thing in future. All the best.
Movie lovers can now watch the latest blockbusters in high definition on their PCs, courtesy a landmark initiative of Hungama Digital Entertainment Private Limited and Intel. It was launched at FICCI Frames 2011.
The opening day of the FICCI Frames 2011 was a widely held event with some of the top professionals from the entertainment industry in attendance. The day also saw the unveiling of a breakthrough collaboration which promises to revolutionize home entertainment.
Last January, about little less than 2 months back, we launched this new family of processors that we call the second generation core. A bit of a mouthful, sounds sufficiently nerdy and so on. But the idea behind this is that there is a massive shift going on in consumer consumption and behavior, where essentially everything that we want to actually consume today is visual, right? And how you actually finally deliver that to the consumer in a manner that is seamless and so on is a continued challenge for the industry.
When we were building what we term as a digital distribution platform, which started off about 5 years back, a lot of it had been driven by what we were seeing as trends out here. Today, Indian cinema is viewed in 127 countries. It's dubbed in 35 languages. So today, Hungama has built a network which is live in 46 countries. Across over 150 direct partner relationships, which could be mobile, internet, cable VOD and IPTV services. This was the first phase of the 4 years that we built. And we felt it appropriate to then move from a B2B to C into a direct-to-consumer service ourselves, because we own and run a consortium of entertainment sites which reach about 15-17 million consumers. And hence, that is what led to the launch of Hungama.com itself, which is a ubiquitous entertainment storefront across music, games, applications. And what we are now delighted to do is also introduce the movies platform into this.
The new age customer is behaving differently. In addition to the theater, the new age customer, the current user, the generation that is following us, they have different behaviors or experience expectations. They want to enjoy the movie anytime. They want to have access to new release movies, premium movies. They want to pay premium for it, right? And they would like to take it anywhere they want, right? So the trend is more towards the new age consumer who basically expects premium content to be delivered in a very different way. PC, with the footprint that it has, right, is a versatile platform. It's a highly media-rich platform. Really, provides a huge channel, a huge opportunity for Bollywood industry to take advantage of, to really distribute premium content and make a huge business opportunity out of it.
The storefront will get activated literally over the next 3 weeks. We will initially launch to the Indian community here itself. We have very quickly, within a matter of about 6 weeks thereafter, a plan to take this to 6 international markets and then sort of roll it out to close to about 30 markets before the end of the next fiscal.
The collaboration of Hungama and Intel Insider, there's no problem, and they have their films on their demand, what they want. It's great user experience. The product will be enabled to download whatever they want, what time they want. And the content maker is sure of his revenues, whatever his content is worth of. This union of Hungama, Intel Insider and FICCI Frames should be a wonderful thing in future. All the best.
What could be the working formula for sharing the revenue?
Typically, the entire model around this works on a revenue share structure. So, different films can be priced in different forms. They can be available in different ways It could be, for a particular stream, for a particular number of days. And whatever is the earning that is made, there is a certain significant portion of that which is shared back with the original content owner. That's the manner. Currently, since we are still at this phase of introduction, we would need to pilot a couple of price points, keeping the Indian consumer in mind. As we introduce that, but the revenue share structures as exists in the industry, it will be done in the similar manner.
I'd like to reply to the question of 1 rupee. It's just a matter of saying 1 rupee. I meant Indian films have such a potential in the whole world. The whole world wants to see our films. They are seeing our films, they are hearing our music, or they are not paying us. The money is not coming to us. I meant that every film which anybody sees on any format pays for it. No film will go in loss. No film will go loss because we are not still understood the potential, not only in India, all over the world. We earn very little from India because the amount of piracy is there, you can't imagine. Nobody can decipher that if piracy is not there, how much money will make. Nobody can decipher. But definitely, at least, more than 400, 500%.
Anand Parsarthi from India Tech Online. Neeraj, I'm sure I speak for all my friends in the media to say how thrilled we are that it's an Indian company which is really pioneering high quality cinema content over the internet. Hollywood has been talking about it for a long time, but they've always been afraid about the whole model, how it works, possibly because they don't have a visionary like Yashji who actually loves his customers, so he knows how to reach across. However, the experience of Indian customers with the earlier models of the recorded entertainment industry, whether you buy a CD, music CD or a film on a DVD, has been rather mixed because of all the restrictions that are built into it. I buy a DVD in San Francisco, but if my DVD player is bought in Singapore, it won't play in India, it's a wrong region. If I buy a music on a DVD or a CD, I can't put it on a USB because it says you can't transfer. So do we have the assurance that with companies like Intel who know the customer and people like you out there, this new way of reaching out movies to Indian customers will not have embedded within it restrictions which the Indian customer would think is either unreasonable or inconvenient if he is still a legal buyer of your product. So just to know which way the technology is moving and whether you would be entirely free and comfortable to use it in whatever you have in your home, whether it's a TV or a PC.
Sure. Thank you. Firstly, thank you for that, for those comments. And just to state to you, when the announcement of this had happened by the Intel CEO in Las Vegas on the 6th of January, Paul Otellini, there was an Indian company which was a partner to both Fox and Warner Brothers, and that was Yash Raj, and that was pretty much announced at that time itself. And I think it's also a reflection of how companies are viewing the Indian market and the overall diaspora. To answer to your question about, I'd go with what Shiva said. The first phase is simply getting you in a convenient way that content. The good thing about Intel is, as you saw in the demo as well by Peter, there are numerous features which they are enabling within the processor itself. The wide-eye, which is the wireless display, is only one of those features. They have features which will, enable even into, be able to go into 3D viewing and areas like that. So wide-eye itself, you have consumed the content on your PC. It is yours, but you can view it in the confines of your living room if you are enabling that entire thing. So as we progress, one of the key things we looked at in Intel was we saw a partner which was, in transition and process, because as we all know, we have to do a lot to lead to good format consumer adoption, which will happen over the next few years, and to get consumers to pay the right kind of money towards it. So hopefully with Intel, we'll continue to sort of innovate and take that entire thing up.
Since you said that
there will be different, payment structures actually. But what would be the minimum fee that a consumer will have to shell out for watching the movie first day, first show? What's the base amount?
It is completely dependent on the studios, because the choice of releasing it first day, first show is not ours, it is not Intel. That choice is that of the studio. So if the studio believes, first of all, they need to feel secure that the content will be, which is what the technology enables. At which stage, the pricing, just as when you go to a theater, you have multiple pricing options that are available. So that entire process will be dependent on that. And we will apply the same norms, which is, for catalog content, there may be a more invitational pricing. For new movies, there'll be a higher price.
This association of Intel and Hungama, along with top Bollywood film studios like Yash Raj, promises to take Indian cinema to the world. We will keenly await more developments on this front and keep you updated on the same.
This is Faridoon Sharir with Zuhaib Jamadar and cameraman Alok Dubey for Bollywood Hungama News Network.